here's Chief Meteorologist Norm Van Ness.
Boy, you would never know that we had a big winter storm headed our way with the weather that we had today. Some bonus degrees, a little bit of sun here and there, but even with the cloud cover, some very impressive numbers. Go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff we've put up on our WeatherBug network, all the way up to 64 this afternoon in Upper Sandusky at Angeline School. Numbers very close to 60 degrees across a lot of the viewing area going through the afternoon. A little cooler north of the border, though, and that's where we expect the changeover to happen quickest as we head through the nighttime. So where you see the cooler temperatures now up over the Ohio-Michigan border, that is where we'll see that first changeover, maybe even starting as all snow in a few locations off to our north. As we take a look at the current temperatures, not a lot of difference from where we've been for our warmest of the day. Numbers still very close to 50 degrees. Let's take a look at what we're tracking here as we head through the overnight with the approaching storm. A chance for some rain showers or a little bit of a rain-snow mix to get things started. This is going to be well after midnight, probably in the 3 o'clock time range in the morning, especially to the parts west of the Toledo area. May even see a brief period of freezing rain, so there might be a little bit of a glaze underneath the snow. Now, as we get closer to sunrise, probably right before, we're going to see that change over to all snow from the northwest to the southeast across the area. By the time the sun comes up around 7:30 in the morning, it's going to be snowing in most areas. The winds will pick up as well overnight, and they will peak as we go through the late morning hours. So as some of the heaviest snow is falling, that's when the winds will be at their strongest. Travel will be difficult through the entire afternoon tomorrow. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at triple Doppler radar. Just a few sprinkles showing up on the radar here. Can't rule out a raindrop through the evening, but I think most of this is really going to hold off until we get into the overnight. The storm really just now taking shape well out to our west, and as we look at the radar and satellite picture, it's this little swirl that's now dipped into northeast Colorado that's going to really kick this thing off as we go through the overnight. So let's go ahead and take a look then, and we'll break down that timing one more time for you as we go through the overnight and into tomorrow morning. Here we are at 3 a.m. with some snow starting to spread across the area. Notice this little area of pink and the greens off to the south. So by 5:30 in the morning, a few of you may still see that rain-snow mix, even some rain. But by the time we get towards sunrise at 7:30 in the morning, it's going to be all snow for most of you across the area, and that snow will be falling very heavily as we go through the morning hours. The winds will be blowing it around. It's just going to be very treacherous. You could see, again, snowfall rates in the 2 to 3 inch per hour range as we head through parts of tomorrow. So you add it all up, here's what we're thinking right now. A heavier stripe of snow has moved to the north, just a shade up along the Ohio-Michigan border. 6 to 8 inches of snow total by the time we go through about mid-afternoon tomorrow. Locally as high as 10 inches. A little lesser amounts to the south and to the north of that higher stripe. And down there at the bottom right of your screen where you see that green, I think there's going to be more mixing in that area. So areas to the south of Upper Sandusky and Mansfield may actually see a little bit less in the way of snowfall. So that rain shower activity changing over to a rain-snow mix through the overnight, and then snow by the time the sun comes up. The winds picking up overnight. Temperatures slowly falling down into the mid-20s, and that's all the warmer will be tomorrow. The snow continues through the morning, peaking between 8 o'clock and noon, tapering off into the afternoon with snow showers. But the winds will be blowing that around throughout the entire day. Highs in the upper 20s. Your extended forecast shows the colder air coming in for Thursday morning, sticking around through Thursday. Then we bounce right off of that back into the 40s as we head into Friday. Some hit or miss snow showers into the upcoming weekend.